A very good afternoon. Oh my goodness. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's been like almost a week or two. I can't remember now. I'm losing my dates. And I'm going live, and suddenly there was a little bit of a glitch. Maybe because it's just like 1 week of me not being in front of the camera. And that's just it. Things are just so uncertain right now. I was just talking to my guest who's waiting on the other line, asking him for reaffirmation about, is our CMCO kena extend ka tidak ka? You know, because I know the Prime Minister had his speech on Friday, but there's no news whether it's going to be extended or not. And the reason why I've not been doing my live is because I've been put on rest. A few weeks ago, I gave birth to Ilon, as most of you already know, but I think because of the accumulated stress and I you know, having a newborn and everything, my high blood pressure just shot up just like that. So I was admitted. Kebetulan also Ilon had jaundice, and that's the reason why my husband and everyone else said, no, you don't do any more lives, don't do any work, don't do any chores. But here I am back because I'm really, really excited to get this show on the roll. We're going to be talking about cord blood banking. Now, I first heard about this about 13 years ago when I had Isobel, who was my firstborn. And I was pregnant with her, and kebetulan at that time I was doing a live program, and I found out a little bit more about cord blood banking. So I was very curious. And at that time, I was quite open to STEM Life's cord blood banking because of the fact that my family has a history of cancer, from colon cancer to breast cancer, and that was my reason why I wanted to store Isobel's cord blood, okay? And although cord blood stem cells aren't being used to treat those diseases right now, as much as I know lah, okay? Research is ongoing, and I truly, truly believe that this will be the treatment choice in the near future. So I take a look at cord blood banking when I, you know, invested in this for Isobel as an insurance for Isobel and myself. And I'm really glad I did that, because as a single mom, I was very concerned about her health, and especially because of the history of cancer in my family, right? But oddly enough, when I remarried and I had children with Azmi, or Joe to some people, I didn't really think of storing Iman and Isidore's cord blood. I for some reason, it just didn't occur to me. And maybe it's also because deep inside, consciously, I thought, alah, kakak dia dah ada cord blood. Kalau busuk-busuk pun, we'll use lah Isobel's cord blood. Not really getting into it, you know. So, oddly enough, I revisited this idea. with my fourth child, because as you all know, again, there was some conflict with regards to keeping Ilon, our fourth and last child. So you do so much to protect, the pregnancy, and that's why I revisited, cord blood banking. And Azmi was not so sure about what it involved or how does it work and why is it important. So I actually got someone from STEM Life to talk to him, and that's the reason why we decided to have cord blood banking with Ilon. And then it got me thinking about, like, if I'm someone who has already invested in cord blood for the firstborn, and yet I forgot, because I was trying to explain it to Azmi, my husband, right? I'm like, we should do this. He said, why? What for? What is it involved? And I had so many I'm sure there's so many other people out there who are also equally as curious, especially if you have a child or a child is on your way, right? So to help us to separate the hype from the facts of cord blood and tissue banking, which are two different things, which I found out earlier on, just before I had Ilon, because this was kind of a last minute investment that we did for Ilon. I'm now going to be speaking to Mr. Andy Horn, Medical Science Liaison from STEM Life Berhad, to answer any questions that you may have. And we're also streaming live on all 4 platforms. Welcome to the show, Andy. I'm so sorry, Andy. Earlier on we had a bit of a glitch. I hope you're still okay. Hey,
yes, okay.
You were okay, yeah? Hi.
Okay.
All right, so you can hear us. First and foremost, I think I want to just clear the air. What is cord blood and what is stem cells? Is it two of the same thing? Or, because I was a bit confused when I was explaining this to my husband. Andy, over to you.
Okay. Cord blood is the blood that remains in the placenta and also in the attached umbilical cord when the baby is born.
Okay.
And the cord blood can be collected because it contains the stem cell, and it can be used to treat the blood and also genetic disorder. Yeah. While the stem cell is a group of specialized cells with the feature that can replicate itself and that can transfer into the specialized cell type. For example, in the cord blood, right, we're storing the stem cell, we are storing the blood-forming stem cell. The blood-forming stem cell can replicate itself and transfer into the blood cell as, for example, the red blood cell, white blood cell, and also the platelet. Yeah, that's the special about the stem cell. Yeah.
Okay, and we get that again. So again, layman terms, you can get that stem cells from the cord blood, right?
It's inside the cord blood, correct.
Okay, because some people do get confused about ethically, is it even correct having stem cells? But that is because I think I can't. I forgot where I read it. And this was one of the things why I was a bit reluctant when I had Isobel. But again, now that I'm talking to you, the man himself, they were saying like you end a life. I'm like, where you go end a life? You're taking it from the cord blood. They said because some people get it from the embryo or something like that.
So this stem cell, right, we're collecting from the cord blood is the so-called the adult kind of stem cell. And for the embryo, it's kind of the so-called the embryonic stem cell. So they are different. And these stem cells, they are so-called in ethical way. We collect this one, and it can be used for the treatment. While the embryonic, we say that it's still like will go against a human ethic, like it can destroy a life. While you say that using the embryo kind of stem cell. Yeah.
But this is completely okay because it's from the cord blood and it's safe. It didn't hurt at one bit. Let's move on to the next one. Why is it important for parents who can or has that luxury of investing in this? Why should they store their baby's cord blood and cord lining and cord tissue? There's two different things, right? Cord blood and there's tissue.
Yeah, you are storing two different things, and also the different stem cell inside this tissue and the blood. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So as a parent, you want to protect your family also. You at the baby birth, right, you have this unique opportunity to store for them and to safeguard their health, and also like in case this maybe can be used in like let's say the option for treatment in the future as treatment. So the stem cell, it can like help in the regenerative medicine, and it can help the healing and also to replace and repair the damage of the disease tissue in the human body. It plays an important role in this medicine field. Yeah. So we store for them as a biological insurance for them as well.
I see. Okay, but you can choose to get both, collect or store both the cord blood, as well as the cord tissue, right?
Yeah, cord lining and the cord tissue. Yeah.
It's two different things.
Yeah, two different things. So at first the doctor will, of course, they will deliver the baby. After that, they will do the clamping, and after that, they collect the cord blood. After the cord blood collection, then they will start to cut the cord lining and the cord tissue for the storing of the cord lining and the cord tissue. So in this case, we are saying three different things also, like cord blood, cord lining, and cord tissue. Yeah.
Okay, maybe some viewers out there are a little bit confused. I was going to save this video after my third question, but I think I'm going to play it right now, the video. We're just going to wait for the cue, and I'm going to play this video on what exactly is
Welcome to STEM Life.
STEM Life
In this
and
video,
cord blood
you will learn how
banking.
your baby's cord blood and
Or
cord
story.
lining is collected with STEM Life. Once the enrollment procedure is completed, you will receive a personalized STEM Life cord blood and cord lining collection kit. These collection kits will contain everything needed for the collection of your baby's cord blood and cord lining. Kindly store your personalized STEM Life collection kits in a sheltered and room temperature environment. Bring your personalized STEM Life collection kits to the hospital on the day of your delivery. Pass it to the nurse or caregiver in the hospital room after admission. 3 tubes of 6 milliliters of blood each will be drawn from the mother prior to her delivery. The 3 tubes will be labeled with STEM Life's maternal blood sample labels and placed into a biohazard bag and sealed. These tubes of maternal blood will be used to test for infectious diseases to ensure the safety of the baby's cord blood and cord lining. Once the baby is safely delivered, the doctor will clamp the umbilical's end nearer to the baby and add another clamp 2 centimeters above. Then the doctor will extract between both clamps. Please be assured that this few minutes procedure is both risk-free and painless to the mother and her baby. The doctor will subsequently use the provided iodine swab stick to swab the umbilical's area closest to the clamp site. This is to reduce the contamination risks while collecting the baby's cord blood. The needle is then inserted into the vein in the cord, and the cord blood will flow into the blood bag by gravity. When the flow of blood stops completely, the doctor will use the provided clamps along the blood bag tubing to prevent any leakage, and the needle protector sheet will be pulled over the needle immediately to prevent any accidental injuries. The cord blood bag is then gently inverted back and forth to distribute the anticoagulant, after which it will be labeled with a STEM Life blood bag label containing the mother details, placed into a biohazard bag, and then sealed. If you are storing cord lining, the doctor will cut a segment of the cord lining. This cord lining will be stored in a sterile container containing the mother details in your cord lining collection kit. The blood bag, cord lining, along with the 3 tubes of maternal blood, will be packed into the mother's personalized STEM Life collection kits. Finally, the kits will be picked up and delivered to STEM Life facility for processing, testing, and storage. At STEM Life, we adhere the most stringent method of collection, processing, and storage of your baby's cord blood and cord lining. This is also why STEM Life is AABB accredited private cord blood bank in Malaysia. We hope that this video can provide you a better understanding of how your baby's cord blood and cord lining is collected with STEM Life.
So there you have it, guys. It's as simple as that. I'm just trying to stop this. How do I stop this? Okay, there you go. All right, and as you saw from the video, it's risk-free, it's painless for both the mother and the baby. And now I understand. I've actually watched this a few times, Andy.
Yeah.
But then now that I think maybe because now I'm well rested and getting adapted to my newborn and the whole thing, right? That I'm looking at it again. Oh, so the cord blood is different. Then they take like 3 samples from the mom's blood. Then the other one is the actual lining of that tissue, and that's all being stored, stayed away at your bank. Where's your bank? Here in KL or?
In KL.
In KL, okay.
Yeah.
And someone actually waits, because you see, I was just so anxious with the whole operation. I left everything to my husband, and I knew he brought the bag to collect everything. What actually happened? So the doctor does it. I remember some confusion. My husband kept saying, "Remember, my cord blood to the doctor." I remember going in and out, and I saw that. And then someone is waiting downstairs to collect it from us or from the doctor. What happens then? When
So the doctor will collect the blood in the blood bag.
correct.
And they will put in the box. Then our logistic member in charge, the person will go to collect this cord blood from the person in charge, maybe a nurse or the doctor.
Oh, so that's all planned way in advance. See, I just had to deliver the baby. The rest I just left to my husband and you guys to do the lot. Thank you, because that is something that you want peace of mind of. And it just hit me, and I'm like, I didn't see where it went. I think that's because you guys just like sort of handled it from there.
Yeah.
Now, Andy, what are the advantages of cord blood forming stem cells as compared to other sources of stem cells? Example, like the bone marrow, because let's say a child has leukemia, and then the best option is to get a bone marrow transplant or something like that, right, to get the stem cells. Is that am I saying it scientifically correct?
Yeah.
But what are the advantages of these two?
Okay, let's say about the collection method. We know that cord blood collection method is non-invasive and also without any risk to the mother and the children. Yeah, for this one, correct, right? Yeah. And the bone marrow, right, we have to do the invasive technique where the doctor have to use a needle and also to anesthetize the person to collect the stem cell from the donor. So at the same time, it will cause pain, also cause risk the infection is there for the person that donate the stem cell for the recipient. Yeah, that's the advantages that why cord blood storage is good over here. It's like non-invasive and risk-free for the donor. Then the other thing is that they will have the lesser of the rejection, so-called the transplant rejection. So in the case here, we are saying that there are lesser of the GVHD, the graft versus host disease.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the cell in the cord blood, they are younger and they have lesser exposure to the environmental, so they tend not to attack any cell of the recipient. So here also we say that there's a higher chance of locating a matching cord blood in the family member as compared that you're using the bone marrow. Yeah. So and the cord blood matching criteria is not as strict as using the bone marrow stem cell. Yeah.
And itu pun, if we can find, when that happens, Choi, touch wood, right, to someone, that to find that donor is also going to take time. But if you already have the stem cells in your cord blood that you've kept, then that's a good option for you, right? I mean, it's better, faster.
Yes, so-called we say that it's readily available for you in case you need this for the treatment.
Okay, I've got a question for you from Zaza.
Hey, Zaza.
Okay, she says, I thought, because I wrote on my Instagram, I kept it for Isabel, thinking that Iman and Isidore is going to be fine. It's fine. Their kakak has cord blood. But then it hit me that, wait, because that was from my previous marriage, the DNA of my second and third child might be a little bit different. And that's where I revisited this option for baby number 4, right? But Zaza, I'm not quite sure about her family history, but she says that, I thought kept one blood cord from any child enough already. Kept my second child cord blood, and then she just, she didn't bother with the other kids. Is just keeping one blood cord enough for everyone, or what do you suggest?
Yeah, if you want the baby to have the option of using their own cords, the stem cell, then you just need to bank for them, because this stem cell is specific for the baby. It's like genetically matching for 100% for one baby. If you are banking as a form of the biological insurance for the sibling or other siblings, so then you need to use the cord blood for one sibling, and it's depending on the HLM tapping matching. So we will do the matching first before we say that this is suitable for you for the other sibling as well. Yeah. Okay. And the other way that the sibling will have 25% of perfect match. Yeah. 50% of half match and also 25% of not matching at all. So the more cord blood, 25% of not matching at all, So if the more you store for them, means that for each sibling, right? So there's more chances they cover for each other if they need this treatment as an option for treatment in any touchwood kind of situation.
So it's again, in summary, it's best to store your cord blood for each individual baby, right?
Yeah,
Let's
correct,
not just depend on one sibling, and it's quite a small amount anyway, right?
Yeah, correct.
So that's the reason why. Okay, we've got Steve George. I'm guessing he's from Kota Kinabalu. This is quite interesting. I wonder if we have this facility in KK, in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah.
We have the team in the KK can helping in the storage of the cord blood and the cord tissue also. Just need to contact the customer service, and also we will arrange for this. They can talk to you about the storage procedure and the policy.
Because logistically, it can work out to be you can work it out lah to store it back into your bank in KL, right?
Yeah, they will transfer it in the list because when we store this, right, we transfer, right, we need to store in the cryo so-called the cryo bag also. So for this one, they have an arrangement or logistic to transfer from the KK to Kuala Lumpur, the storage facilities over here.
All right, next question.
I just want to jump in. Can any hospital do this procedure? Government hospital, private hospital,
Okay. So hi Azmi. So as in for now we are the private cord blood banking company, so we can be done in the private hospital.
I see.
Correct.
So because why I'm asking is because that person Steve George was asking whether in KK they have, and in KK also there are also government hospital and private hospital. Just to be safe on the safe side, because I understand it's quite technical, and it's also hygienic purposes and all that. That's why in KK, would you recommend that a private hospital do it or government hospital do it? Is there any issues?
Because of also policy by government, so we can't collect from the person if they are delivered their baby in the government hospital.
I see.
But in the selected government hospital, maybe like the UMMC, the University of the Malaya Medical Center, then possible we can do it over there. We can collect the cord blood from the mother.
Awesome. Okay, Nai Chayanon, how effective are stem cell transplant? Okay, I'm trying to digest this question. How effective can stem cell transplant cure cancer in terms of percentage? Wow, okay. Statistically, how can it help cure cancer if you're using your stem cells? I'm guessing that's what it is. That's just the question.
It also depends on the severity of the cancer and the type of the cancer. And for this one, the blood forming stem cell is mainly for the blood cancer, like the leukemia and this one, the myeloma and so on. It also depends on the type of cancer, and also the percentage of the recovering also depends on whether they enter which state of the cancer as well. Maybe we can have we can let the person know more about this through our Facebook message or our customer service.
So I will give you your numbers to call and information, because if you have any specific disease or concern, I can always get you guys to be in touch with the folks from STEM Life. All right. Now going back to the questions that I already have, so we were talking about disease and stuff. What kind of diseases or conditions can stem cells help right now? Because back then it was quite a smaller number. Now 13 years has passed. I'm sure there are a lot more diseases that can be treated.
Yeah, correct. So for now, in this case, right,
I'm sorry.
So we say that the cord blood stem cell is specifically can be used for the treatment of more than 80 diseases.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
more than 80 diseases. So all of them already like recognized by the Ministry of Health in Malaysia that cord blood stem cell can be used to treat all these diseases. So this include the blood cancer that I mentioned just now, the leukemia, the thalassemia, and also the other kind of anemia, the aplastic anemia, and also the sickle cell anemia. And also these include the solid tumor like the neuroblastoma, the lymphoma, and other immunodeficiency disorder and the metabolic disorder. Yeah.
How would you encourage people who say, okay, like me, I took extra precaution, even though I know it can't cure the cancers that my grandparents, my grandmother, my father were diagnosed of, but just the fact that it was cancer. And because you have, it can cure certain cancers, or treat certain cancers, that's why I said, you know what, mana tahu, by the time Ilon is so-and-so age, by then the research will be done. So this is more of for me, it's like an insurance for them.
Yeah.
But for other people out there who may, second doubt it, what would you say to those sitting on the fence on why they should,
means
invest?
Just saw the
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because like we know that beside these 80 diseases, right?
Yeah.
We also have a lot of research like going on to cure, like to treat other different diseases. So it's like for now there are maybe the trial already in the phase 1 to phase 2, and maybe in the 10 years time to 15 years time, more and more studies will come out and they can go through all the trial and become a standard treatment. So when you store this stem cell now, it's like a biological insurance that can be used as an option to treat other disease that now may not can be used that in the future. There's something there for you, like the insurance there for you that you can use for the treatment. It's
I
like
think,
something option for you. Yeah.
There you go. Someone actually said on Instagram, yeah, that's very, very true. A bio insurance, same as any other way, always good to have.
Yeah,
Thank
correct.
you to AF Captures on my Instagram. All right, can the stem cells help to treat diseases other than the 80 diseases that you have mentioned very in brief earlier on?
Yeah. Okay. This the study the stem cell therapy continue to change and evolve quickly. Time will tell you the things. So like now there are clinical trial ongoing on the traumatic brain injury, the cerebral palsy, and also autism spectrum disorder. So just now we see that they are focusing on the blood disorder, right? No, some that the shift their focus on to the neurological disorder. Yeah, like the autism, cerebral palsy, and also the stroke as well. Yeah, that tends to help to healing of the tissue, and also the cell in the brain. So yeah, it's a chance like you saw now that it becomes a standard treatment. So it's a hope for the parent that they can have this to help to heal their children to make the condition better. Yeah, to improve the symptom.
I've got a friend who wants to remain anonymous, who just privately messaged me, and she said she didn't want to put it up on social media because she's scared that her question will make her sound very vain. But it's a valid question. Now she's asking, with so many of these drinks and supplements that claim to have stem cells or encourage collagen building, can she use her daughter's cord blood stem cells to chew on her face so she looks younger?
Ew.
No, someone actually, you know her.
Ew.
So she asked, and that's a valid question because you see so much technology and research being done and they want to make themselves look younger. So is it possible, Andy?
I'm sorry, that's a bit gross.
No, it's
I'm
not.
sorry, that's gross. That's just gross.
Maybe it's a hype lah. So we have to see any relevant like trial to prove it as some scientifically evidence to show that it actually can help. Because we see that there's a lot of the advertisement the people say that stem cell have this magic, can heal, can make you younger. Right? But we can't say that it's 100%. We have to show some evidence to support this as well. Up to now, as I say that the cord blood stem cell, the blood forming stem cell is mainly for the treatment of the disease, as I mentioned, the 80 disease. It's not for the cosmetic use and also aesthetic use.
It's more for medical use.
Medical use, correct.
Okay, someone from Instagram says it's not easy to get matching. Not quite sure what she means by that. But yeah, I guess there are. I mean, even if Ilon has his cord blood and his tissue blood, am I getting it right? Being stored, it's not 100% match. Is that what she's trying to imply, or what? What is it, Andy?
Yeah, so that's what I mentioned, right? We have to see among the siblings also, we have to, there has 25% match among the siblings, so it's not 100%. There will be maybe 50% of matching, 50% match among the siblings, and also no matching at all, the 25%. So we have to, the probability of the matching is the highest among the siblings. Yeah, so it depends. You can't say it's very hard, so it's like the chance to get there also.
But at least, like in my case, Iman and Isidore, whom I didn't store their cord blood, I'm sorry guys. At least if anything touchwood happens to them, they can look at for Isobel's match or Elon's match, right? Because
correct.
so at least there's
true,
something compared to looking for a donor with their, let's say, bone, guts even a longer, or getting it from us.
Yeah, so that's why they have to wait for the suitable donor for the stem cell as well. It will also like delay the treatment.
Okay.
Affect the outcome.
So that's why I want to make sure that we get it fast, and that's another. Again, it's back to being like an insurance lah for your child's safety and health. Okay. I last stored Isobel's cord blood when that was, oh my god, too many years ago, a decade over. Surely there's more clinical research being done and anything that really stands out. I know you mentioned earlier on about how they're doing research on autism, which is something that's crazy. That's quite a breakthrough. I mean, if once you get it, the whole thing done, I mean, scientifically proven. But any other promising clinical trials on cord blood stem cells which are available and you could share with us?
For now, it's like the stem cell for the cord blood, right? So they are mainly using for the neurological disorder. The trends now, so they are looking at the autism, the cerebral palsy, the stroke, and also the HIE, the hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy. It's a kind of the brain lack of oxygen during the birth. So it's affect the neurodevelopment of the baby. Yeah. So you can see that they do the infusion to this patient, then they see that the outcome is better when they get the infusion. But as for now, some of them already in the phase 2 and the phase 3 study. Wow. So we hope that once they go through this study, the clinical trial, it will become like the option for the parent as a treatment for them using the stem cell from cord blood.
Stem Life Malaysia has been around for close to 2 decades, about 19 years now. How many people have stored their cord blood, including myself, since it was first established here in Malaysia?
So in Malaysia, we have around 60,000 parents. 60,000 parents store their the cord blood stem cell and the cord lining with us. Yeah.
How is it stored, Andy? Is it like, you know how we see in Hollywood movies, in like all these like really super cold, I don't know. How is it stored?
They will process the cord blood and also the cord lining.
Okay.
Then after they process it, they will infuse this cryoprotectant to protect it when you are in the freezing condition, and they will store in the big tank with the liquid nitrogen minus 196 degrees Celsius.
Ooh.
Yeah. Can store for many years.
My husband actually was one of the first questions when I reintroduced him to this whole cord blood storing was, kalau tiada electricity macam mana? Then how? Burn lah everything. Please tell him and reassure the rest who had the same thoughts as Azmi.
Yeah. So when you store in this liquid nitrogen, right, you don't need any electricity at all because
there you go.
Yes, it's a gas form. So you just like store in the vapor phase of the liquid nitrogen liquid. Yeah, we store in the vapor phase. So in the vapor cell, as long as you have enough liquid nitrogen, so it won't affect the quality of the stem cell in the tank. Yeah. Also we have to put the sensor there to detect any lower of the liquid nitrogen to prevent any deterioration of the quality of the cord blood and the cord lining. Yeah. So
I remember when I invested for Isobel, I had an insurance that I had to pay that compliments. It was quite decent. It wasn't too expensive. But now with Ilon, you package it all in, right?
Yeah, we have the 7 benefit use for the parent who store the cord blood with us. Cord lining.
So I don't have to worry already about the insurance part, right? Because I remember okay, you guys would do this, and then I had to pay another amount to another insurance company. But now it's like one whole package, which again is great for me because at least it's peace of mind.
Yeah, but the insurance amount we have to depend on the type of the treatment as well. You can exceed certain amount as well.
All right, Ale Sharmila asks, how much does it cost?
Okay. We have 4 different packages for the cord blood and the cord lining, banking. So the price is ranging from 6,000 ringgit to 18,000. But we will store your cord blood and cord lining for 21 years.
Okay. Oh, for 21 years.
Yeah. So this price is for 21 years. So the cost is less than a cup of coffee a day. You divide by 21 years. Every day you drink a coffee. So yeah.
And why is it 21 years? This was also another question that Azmi asked, and I think it's quite relevant why you chose 21 years as your package.
Okay, because now we are the parent, you are the parent for the baby, so they don't have any right to the cord blood because this actually belongs to them. Once they are reaching 21 years old, so they will be have the right to decide whether they will want to continue the storage or not. So it's up to their decision already. So we store up to 21 years. Then come to the time, so they will be the adult to decide whether they want to continue or not.
So right now you're 19 years old.
2 years.
So you may have another 2 more years, for those who have decided to bank in for about 21 years, whether they want to continue or not. But I think might as well just continue, right? It's there.
Better continue.
Better just continue. All right, and I think one of the most important ones is, has anyone actually used their stem cells for treatment? Has anyone actually gone and said hey guys, hi Andy, hey Marcus, hey team, I need it because I've sucked it now, and was there any success stories?
We had about 19 cases, releases, for all this year, 19 cases, yeah.
19, 19?
19, correct. 19.
This year alone?
Not this year, sorry.
Oh
From
my God.
the beginning until now.
Okay, so Kira, average one case a year lah.
Yeah,
Okay.
They are using for the leukemia, thalassemia, and also for cerebral palsy and autism. But this one in the clinical trial, some of them.
Okay.
Yeah, the leukemia and anemia is a treatment.
And how fast? Let's say I apply for one, so I tell my doctor, okay, actually Ilon's blood is being, stored in KL somewhere. Let me try and get how fast can I get access to it?
Well, it depends on our communication between the doctor and us here.
I see.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So it's everything very smooth now. So yeah, it's quite fast. But we will depend on the working between both sides.
All right, and I'm
Let's
sure.
say how fast for that, yeah.
And I'm sure, just like any insurance company, also there is that paperwork and stuff like that, lah. So that's why you have to find a good, reputable cord blood storer. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
That's why I went with Stem Life because I have faith in them. They're one of the longest around here in Malaysia. Someone's asking me, what if it's multiple birth?
Okay. Multiple birth, right? You can store the cord blood for them. Of course, the mother and the baby health doctor will put it as a first priority. So after the delivery of the baby, the doctor will separate the baby from the umbilical cord. Then they will start to collect the cord blood from the cord lining, the cord tissue as well. This one umbilical cord, sorry. Yeah. So as long as after they've done the procedure of delivery, then they can start to collect the cord blood.
That means if I have twins, not that I'm going to have any more, okay, don't worry, my husband's looking at me no. Let's say if I had twins, that means I have to order 2 kits lah. 2.
Yeah, you have to order 2.
2 lah, okay.
Right.
So wow, really.
Because as what I said, that each cord blood is unique for each baby lah.
Oh, even if they're twins?
Yeah, depending whether they are identical or not. Yeah.
Oh my God. See, yeah, I forgot about that. They don't necessarily have to be identical.
Yeah.
All right, so we have you've actually shared a video of Mr. Ong, who shares his story on how he used or why they believe in cord blood banking, and I'm going to share it now with the audience. Let's take it on. Let's take a look at this. Oops. Hey, how come it's not working? Okay. There you go.
当发生了这个事情过后，你就会觉得好像其实什么事情都不是问题，最重要的就是你可以一家人完完整整的在一起。我是 On， 我和我太太已经结婚了12年，然后我们现在有4个孩子。大儿子是12岁 Lucas， 他其实是在2016年的8月份他的身体就开始不舒服了，然后我们就有带他去药房，然后有带他在新山的另外一间医院去检查。同年的2016年11月，有去新加坡找另外一个医生。2017年的1月去到吉隆坡的另外一家医院，在那里我们也是做了同样的抽血化验，得出来的结果还是一样，确认是那个骨髓性血癌。
那时候我们是还不知道脐带血还可以用，就是他2个弟弟就去，就也是抽血啦，因为要验那个 DNA 嘛。他第3的弟弟比较适合他，所以我们就问医生，会不会讲说是脐带血可以用到？医生讲很好啊，可以用到，所以讲说是非常的庆幸，我们有收到这个脐带血，可以帮到他。
所有的筹备工作，我们大概花了1年半的时间，最终就是在2018年的1月7号。和 Steam Life 还有在医院那边才进行这个移植脐带血的这个手术。我和我几个孩子就说为了要支持大哥做这个手术，全部人剃光头，全部都剃到好像那种和尚的头一样。当时我的太太就从家里面出来，她已经是哭到不行了。然后这个时候我才知道，原来她已经好像忍受了大概1年半的时间。
会有那种感觉，讲说孩子会怎么样。我的感觉是他一定可以，所以我不会讲说，他会不在啊还是什么，所以我是觉得他一定会回来。
现在卢克他的病可以说是完全受到控制了，大概只是要2个月回去再复诊多一次。我跟我太太还有再生多一个女儿，那时候也是没有考虑，就是也是直接把她的脐带血储存下来。当你需要脐带血的时候，不是说你用钱就能够买得到的，因为它还要经过一系列的配对。我问过医生，他说如果你要去外面找的话，10万分之1的机会你才会找得到。如果经济能够许可的话，我是建议那些家长可以储存的话，就尽量去储存了，因为真的是你不知道什么事情会发生在什么时候。现在的父母亲都好像会要求自己的儿女要成龙成凤啊，这个也是之前卢克他生病之前我所要求的。当发生了这个事情过后， 你就会觉得好像其实什么事情都不是问题，最重要的就是你可以一家人完完整整的在一起。
There you have it, because life is indeed precious. So why not invest? And as mentioned by Andy earlier on, at the end of the day, if you count how much you're investing and divide it by 21 years, which is 21 times 365 days, it's like drinking a cup of coffee, right, Andy? Each day. Is that correct? I can't hear Andy somehow.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What you say is right. It's a cost of a cup of coffee per day. Yeah.
Is there, someone actually asked, is there a way to, because they want to get the most optimum one, which is both cord blood as well as the tissue lining, storing of their tissue, cord lining. Do you have payment plans and options?
Yeah, we do have the payment plan. Yeah.
Okay.
So they can check for it in our website. And then
All right.
maybe we can leave a message over there and in our Facebook. We'll let the customer service and also our the staff here to contact with the person and explain more about the package for this.
Thank you. I don't know if this is someone from your team. Amy is replying to LA. Yeah, it comes with 4 packages, what you mentioned earlier on, from 6K up to 18K for 21 years contract. One more last question here from Nai Chayanon. I wonder if HIV can be treated using stem cell therapy to normalize back the level of antibodies, because it sounds possible for me.
Just now I mentioned about the immunodeficiency disorder, right? There's not there are selected disease or the selected immuno disorder condition, so it's not include the HIV. So
right.
It can help to modulate the immune system, but it's not going to
cure.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are clinical trials running on this disease as well,
wow,
to modulate the immune condition.
It's amazing. I hope we've sort of answered your questions, Nai Chayanon. But if you have any further queries or we weren't able to answer everything, because I sort of, I can't really see all the questions. There's so many questions going on. Please don't hesitate to safeguard your child's future health. Just call them. I'm not sure if this is the same number. This is the number that I called with you guys. 21663636. Correct, Andy?
Yeah, correct.
Or you can email them at info@stemlife.com. In fact, their STEM Life Malaysia website is very comprehensive. The FAQ information is quite comprehensive also. But you can always call them for a free consultation, and they'll be more than happy to assist. All right, so thank you so much, Andy and team. I will be listing down all these numbers onto my captions, so that if any one of you still have any questions for Andy and his team, then please go directly to them. And yeah, please, I really truly believe in this, and I'm so glad I managed to convince my husband. I think one of the concerns that we had was now that we're Muslims, how does is it ethically okay, because we're supposed to tanam the whole placenta and everything else that comes with it without the baby underneath, like when I had Isobel, I'm like, it's okay, I can throw the placenta, it's okay. So it wasn't, but I'm glad that Azmi, Joe was on board, and actually we have a fatwa that says it's okay, right?
Yeah, correct.
There you go. So
well, let me just cut in there, because I think what's important is actually it's not about the fatwa. What we must do is, first and foremost, is to protect lives.
correct.
Yeah.
So we are not cutting off my baby's arm for you to store it in a cold storage. That thing that has come out of my wife is already dead. what we're trying to do is preserve, and hopefully if anything happens to my son or any of my family, we can reuse it back. So there are also cases where people with heart diseases, the Muslim patients are contemplating whether they can use the valve of a pig or cow. For me, if you want to save life, if the thing that comes first is the pig's valve, go ahead. So that's more important. It's about saving lives. So I think that's where we come from. We want to make sure that what we do is in the importance of saving life, and I think God will understand. I mean, that's my 2 cents worth lah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I'm so glad that he was on board with me, and I'm so glad we managed to get all the paperwork done just in the nick of time. Andy, Marcus, and team, thank you so much for joining us. We're really sorry for the technical error early on. Take care and have a fabulous weekend ahead. I know it's a long weekend for some, and some people are still stuck here in under MCO.
Okay.
Do you think, Andy, this is like something non-related with STEM Life or cord blood banking? Do you think the CMCO will be extended? Yes or no?
I think we'll extend.
Extend, huh?
Yeah.
Do you have kids of your own?
No.
Not yet, huh? Okay, I was just going to ask you about, us parents, because that's going to be my topic tomorrow, where we're going to find out how we're going to be coping with management of our emotions if the CMCO is going to be extended, and if it's not, or if it is, how parents going to be coping, how children be coping, and we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. So again, thank you, Andy. Thank you, STEM Life, for agreeing to come on live with me and answering all these questions with regards to cord blood banking. Take care now. Bye.
Bye.
All right, once again, guys, you can call them at 0321 663636 or email them at info@stemlife.com. Do head down over to their STEM Life website, because everything is so comprehensive there. And again, if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to talk to them, because there'll be free consultation. And I know they were really on board, because we decided, I think like a week before Elon's birthday, birth date, delivery, and that's when we were like huru hara, and thank God the team were so efficient, because we're in a lockdown, a partial lockdown, so we were like trying to get everything in order, and they were very efficient, and I'm so glad we managed to get that out of the way, and Ilon is now safe with his very own cord tissue, as well as, or tissue lining, as well as cord blood. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of unboxing. Can we do that? Sempat tak?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do a little bit of unboxing.
Meantime, let's have some nice music on. And I'm gonna change some batteries first. Hold on.
Are you gonna change batteries? The live batteries. All right. So I thought I've been doing some unboxing over IG Live, and I decided, since we're doing a live stream today, I might as well just share what I have in my mail. Well, I'm just going to give you all the number to call, 0321663636, or email stemlife@info@stemlife.com. Alright, there, I put it on to all my captions. Let's take a look at this one first. Alright. This is Children's Salon, dressing children beautifully since 1952. So very Lawa. Sare. Can what? I can see it here. I love camera 2. Okay, and we're gonna open it up. Ding 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 ding. Dearest Joe and Daphne, I see already the tagline here, or the what do you call this? The logo there, JM. I'm guessing it's from the Mandagi family. Congratulations on the arrival of Elon Daniel. May he bring more joy and happiness into your home. He has indeed. Never mind the sleepless nights. We all know it's gonna be worth it. Oh yeah. See you guys soon. Love always, Jovian, Nina, and Chanel. Alright, dressing children beautifully. I actually expected it to be a JM, but I guess JM doesn't cater to newborns. I thought I could, sort of save this paper. Aww, check it out. Isn't this like a mini Carl? It is! Damn!
Wow, KL.
Yeah, Carl Lagerfeld. Oh, this is just too cute. Oh God, you guys, I hope you guys have a baby boy.
I saw this at the Taling Street once.
Really? Yeah.
Yes. There's a. Hey.
I've never. What were you doing in Petaling Street? I've never seen
It's
this.
KL, ma.
Oh, KL, not KL.
Oh.
It's Karl Lagerfeld. Thank you so much, Jovian. Thanks, Nina. Thanks, Princess Chanel. Okay, I think he hasn't been burped. That's why he's fretting. Right, so this is from Jovian. And then we're gonna open up the next one. Let's see what this is. So I don't know how you guys have been so far. You know, I finally gave in and I said, all right, I will rest. No more house chores for me. It was really alarming because I've never ever had high blood pressure in my life. Never, you know. So I was shocked. The doctor was shocked. My feet were really swollen. And the concern that we had was because, one, it was borderline going into hypertension for stroke, which we don't want that, huh? And the funny thing is, I didn't feel a thing. I mean, I didn't feel as if, you know, there were any symptoms of me having high blood. I just felt a little bit exhausted and my feet were really swollen. And I thought, oh, that's normal water retention because, of course, I had the drip during the hospital after the surgery. So my mom said, maybe it's because of that. You haven't conching everything out. But I was really bloated and my face was bloated. In fact, I'm still having a bit of edema. But yeah, okay, what is this? This is from... doesn't say from who. Oh, bye germs. Okay. You can never have enough surface cleaners or sanitizers, especially during this pandemic. I've got sanitizers everywhere around this house. So there's no excuse not to have proper hand hygiene in this household, especially since we've got a newborn. So this is bye-bye germs. Kills 99% of germs. All right, you've got the big and the small bottle. So this one I can just pop into the baby bag, and then I can just, you know, basically, am I doing it right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, one I can just keep it here at home. Made with water-based additives and alcohol-free. Oh, that's good. Because the only thing about me washing my hands over and over, see this eczema on my hands? I'm sorry, my hands look so puffy right now. Again, maybe because of water retention. But yeah, sakit to, saya punya eczema. Tengok ni, because of some of the harsh soap, or I don't know. So now I'm going back into all my organic soaps and my Tanah Merahs and my Young Living. Alright, so thank you so much to, I'm not sure who this is, but there was no note given. Thank you anyway. Bye-bye germs indeed. Right, attention to Daphne King. This looks like something that my mum would used to pack for me when I was a little child. Like my packed lunch. A bit the tajam, so I need to be careful. Ouch. There you go. See? Law of attraction. Speaking of law of attraction, so tomorrow I'll be talking to a coach about managing our emotions. Oh. Picture all. What's this? So cute. Let's open it up.
Remove the sticker.
What?
The sticker.
Oh, I didn't. Where did it go? Someone must have correct it. Must be Iman or Isidore, because they're the only ones that sit on my desk. I've not actually sat on my desk for the past 1 week until I started planning my live shows. So I'm doing all my live shows and I'm like so gian to do it. So today we had STEM Live because I really wanted other people to know more about cord blood banking. Tomorrow we're going to talk about managing our emotions post CMCO or during the CMCO. And the next day I've got my sister on board to talk about fertility. So that's going to be something that I'm really excited to have, my own sister. So at least I can see my sister again. Oh, these are really nice shots of us by me Pablo. Dear Daphne, Ilon is such a cutie patootie. Here's a little gift for your beautiful family. Hope they enjoy cooking with me Pablo. Oh, actually, I think I saw this over Atilia's. Oh, that's so cute. Over Atilia's Instagram also. Ah, okay, Chef Bob. It looks like, it is. It's like a paste for all types of noodles. including yellow meat, kway teow, spaghetti, bihun, linguine, or anything noodle-ish to you. No preservatives. It's pre-cooked, ready to eat in 5 minutes. 100% Muslim product. And we've got 2 pastes here with the instructions and cooking methods right at the back. Tak perlu tambah bawang, tak perlu tambah perasa, tak perlu susah-susah, tak perlu buang masa. Tu dia. That's quite good, quite clever. And I'm all out in helping our locals. So thank you so much. Mi Pablo by Chef Bob, a paste for all types of noodles. So this is something that Isobel might find quite handy in, cooking her noodles and stuff. Smells good too. And thank you for the pictures. We don't have a picture with Ilon yet. We have to do a family picture with Ilon. Because that's the only one that we had was the Raya one. He was in my tummy. So I will have a picture of Ilon and myself. Right, that was 1, 2. Anything else? Oh, just the last one, I think. This is by Oh. Okay. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. This must be from Jasmine. These are face masks that I've been using, and they're really, really good because they really, really hydrate the skin. There's 2 favorites that I have. One of them is this one, the Mimoni or Mimone, and it gives you one of the best hydrations that you can put on your face. It's basically a gel mask that you place over your face for about 30 minutes. But what I love most about it is just it's so thin. The mask is so thin that when you apply it, you just feel like all this goodness of hydration going onto your face. So I've spoken about them before, and this is like one of my top gel masks to use when I'm at home because it really gives you the hydration and firming that you need. So they've given me a few boxes to thank me, or to maybe give me a hint that my skin needs it. I do actually. I can't wait. I think some of the questions that I get from these reporters is, apa yang anda tak sabar-sabar kalau CMCO ni dah di-liftkan? What you call that? Has been eased off. What is the first thing that you'll do? And I said I will go for my massage, my manicure, pedicure, and a good hair blow. I was going to say a good blow job, and that just sounded so wrong. All right, well, thank you once again to Andy and the team from STEM Life for joining me in this live. Again, apologies on the slight delay. We had, I don't know, maybe because we've not been doing this for the past 1 week or so. I was on bed rest for a while just to get better, and now everything's good. Tomorrow I'll be joined by Coach Ollie, who is one of the co-founders of Hand Kids. My children, Iman actually goes and attends that academy. And she'll be sharing with me some tips on how we as parents and children can manage our emotions better during the CMCO and what to expect if the CMCO is lifted by June 9th. Will kids start going to school? We don't know, but rumors have it that nope, schools are not going to start that early, only for secondary schools. And on Monday, we'll also have another live at 3 p.m. with my sister Michelle and I King. For those of you who have followed me over Instagram, a lot of you have asked about, have addressed fertility issues and how can we focus on the 3% success probability that my sister used using her law of attraction. So we're going to find out a little bit more with Michelle and I King over on my live show at 3 p.m. Till then, take care. God bless. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Take care, everyone. And Ilon and I are out. See ya.
My God. You just made my day. I like the way you got talent.
Thanks, bro.
She's a babe.
She's a robo babe.
You just made my day.
You make